Hi everyone, I am Nipul, and today I am going to tell you very important trick with respect to arithmetic part, which is very useful in terms of problem solving in exam scenario itself. Okay, so whatever I'm going to tell you, please practice it because it will help you to save your time while solving the problems based on percentage and the topic and the trick which I am going to tell you is used in multiple topics. I'll explain it. Okay, how can we use in multiple questions? But please practice it and listen it very carefully and understand it very carefully. Okay, so let us start with it. So uh, the trick is based on the topic which is product constancy. Product constancy. What does it mean, product constancy? Let us take the very important example. We know that price into consumption, price into consumption is equivalent to expenditure. We know that price multiplied by consumption will give you expenditure. Okay. So in the problem, if it is given that the price of a particular product has been increased by 10%, the price of a product has been increased by 10%. So in order to make the expenditure constant, if I want to keep the expenditure constant, if I want to keep the expenditure constant and the price has been increased, so obviously consumption will get decreased in order to make the expenditure constant. Consumption has to be reduced in order to balance the expenditure constant. Okay. So my question to you, everyone, is what would be the percentage decrease in the consumption? So there is a way to find it, and I'm going to discuss it. And the way is if prices increase by 10%. So what is the fraction of 10%? So 10% is nothing but 1 upon 10. That is the fraction of 10%. Now, since the price has increased, I will assign plus sign here. Okay. Now, if I want to find the fraction by what percentage consumption has been reduced, so in order to find that percentage value, I have to know what is the fraction, by what fraction consumption will reduce, then I can convert it into the percentage figure. So, in order to find the percentage reduction in consumption, by keeping the expenditure constant, you have to do what? You have to make this numerator, whatever is the numerator of increase in price, we have to keep it same, new one as it is. And for the denominator of consumption, we will add from denominator to numerator. That is 10 plus 1 is 11. So by 1 by 11, consumption will be reduced. Okay. So 1 by 11 percentage is 9.09%. So if price will increase by 10% and I have to make the expenditure constant, then consumption will reduce by 1 by 11. So the new consumption would be, since the consumption has reduced by 1 by 11, so 1 minus 1 by 11 of original consumption. Suppose the original consumption was C. So my new consumption would be 1 minus 1 by 11 is 10 by 11 of original consumption. So you can find directly what would be the new consumption or by what percent the consumption will reduce. It will save your time. So this was the very important trick which you can use to save your time while solving the complicated problems in exam scenario. Okay. So new consumption would be 10 by 11 of C. Okay. Let us take one more example based on it. So suppose we know that price multiplied by consumption is equal to expenditure. And if I want to keep expenditure constant, so if price has been reduced by, let's say, 20, price has been increased by 25%, then by what percent consumption will reduce? So again, same technique. Since price is increased by 25%, 25% is 1 upon 4. Because it has increased, I will assign the plus sign here. So by what percentage consumption will decrease? You have to keep the numerator as it is. Okay. And for denominator, we'll add from denominator to numerator 4 plus 1. 4 plus 1 is 5. So consumption will reduce by 1 by 5. I'm introducing minus sign because it will reduce. Consumption will reduce. So consumption will reduce by 1/5. So our new consumption would be new consumption would be 1 minus 1 by 5 of original consumption. So that is 4/5 of original consumption. You can find directly what would be the new consumption if price has increased by 25%. It would be 4/5 of the original consumption. So by applying this technique, you can save your time. Okay. So let us look for the opposite case. Suppose instead of increase, price will reduce. Suppose the price has reduced by 25%. So instead of increase, price has reduced. So it has reduced by 1 by 4. So by what percentage consumption will increase? By what percentage consumption will increase? Because I have to keep the expenditure constant. So if price will increase, consumption will decrease. So if price will in this case, if price will decrease, then consumption will have to be increased. Then by what percentage consumption will increase? We have to find the fraction. Same concept, make numerator as it is 1 and from denominator to numerator. Now 4 minus 1. We are facing minus sign here. So 4 minus 1 is 3. So new consumption will increase by one third. Okay, now consumption will increase by one third. So new consumption in this case would be 1 plus 1 by 3 of original consumption. So it would be 4 by 3 of original consumption. Guys, in this way, you can save your lot of time and can attempt more question by applying these simple techniques when the product of particular two things is constant. Therefore, this concept is known as product constancy. So if the product of two quantities is constant, if one will increase, second will decrease, and if one will decrease, second will increase. This is the very important concept, and you will face this concept in various problems depend on the conditions that expenditure should be constant. This is the important condition that right hand side expenditure should be constant. Okay. So whenever the product of two things is constant, so you can apply this technique that if A will increase, then B will decrease. If A will decrease, B will increase. By what percent and by what fraction, I have already told you. Okay. So let us implement this technique in one problem. Okay. Okay. Let us now discuss the problem based on what we have discussed now. Now the problem is saying that reduction in price of sugar by 20% enables a man to buy 45 kg more for rupees 450. Find the original price of sugar. Now here the price has been reduced by 20%. It is saying clearly that price has been reduced. So price has been reduced by 20% and the consumption has increased and the consumption has increased 45 kg because a person can buy 45 kg more for rupees 450. This is the constant expenditure. This is the constant expenditure a man is doing of rupees 450. So when price is reduced by 20%, he can buy 45 kg more. Find the original price of sugar. Okay. So price is reduced by what? 1 by 5 because 20% is 1 by 5. Okay. So we can find the consumption fraction easily. We'll convert minus to plus because price has reduced. So obviously consumption will increase. So make numerator as it is 1. Okay. From denominator to numerator, 5 minus 1 is 4. So obviously consumption will increase by 1/4. Whatever would be the original consumption, whatever would be the original consumption, let's say original consumption was C, it will increase by 1/4. And that 1/4 is given in the problem that the man can buy 45 kg more. So that means this 1/4 of original consumption is 45 kg. The only way to reach here is you can apply this technique. It will save your time. You don't need to make any equation. Just apply this technique. Just remember that since price has reduced, consumption will increase because the expenditure is constant. So we know that one fourth of original consumption was 45 kg because consumption has increased by one fourth. Which one fourth? Initial one fourth. So consumption has increased by one fourth of original, and that is given 45 kg. So I can find the value of C, which was my original consumption, by cross multiplying 4 by 45. So 4 into 45 will give you 180 kg. So that was the original consumption of men when price has not reduced. It was the original consumption. Okay. So we have to find original price, right? We have to find the original price. So original price would be in rupees per kg, let's say in rupees per kg. So price consumption was 450, which was constant. 450 was the consumption, and he and from 450 he was able to buy 180 kg. That was the initial consumption. So that is the rupees and that is the kg. Okay, so we can find the original price easily now. So 450 by 180, we can easily solve it. 0 to 0 cancel. Okay, 5 nines are 45. 5, oh sorry, 9 fives are 45. I'm sorry, 9 fives are 45 and 9 twos are 18. So 5 by 2 rupees per kg. Or you can say, what? 5 by 2 is what? 2.5 rupees per kg. You can also say that original price was 2.5 rupees per kg. So in this way, you can save your time without making equation and just apply product constancy concept in this. Okay. So that was the very, very important concept or trick I can say that you must remember and use it efficiently to save your time in the exam scenario. Okay. Okay. Now you can apply this technique to other concept that is time, speed, and distance. We know that what speed into time is distance, right? We know that speed into time is distance. Now, if distance is constant, if I keep distance constant, so obviously if speed will increase, time will decrease to cover that distance. And if speed will decrease, time will increase to cover that distance. So you can apply this technique to even time, speed, and distance problems. So let us suppose if speed has increased by, let's say, 30%. If speed has increased by 30%, initial speed was s, okay, and initial time was t to cover this constant distance d, suppose. Okay, so if speed has increased by 30%, by what percent time will reduce to cover the same distance? So 30% is plus 3 upon 10, right? So we can find the fraction of time directly, numerator as it is, and that 10 plus 3 is 13. So time will reduce by 3 by 13. So what was the initial time? T. Now if speed will increase by 3 by 10, time will reduce by 3 by 13 to cover the same distance which was D. So new time to cover that distance would be nothing but 1 minus 3 by 13 of original time. So that would be nothing but 10 by 13 of original time. So in this way, you can apply product constancy whenever you face the problems in which right hand side or a product of two quantities is constant. It will save your time. You don't need to make any equation. Just implement this product constancy technique and calculate your answers in a very less time. Okay. Hope you got this technique and learn something new. Okay. Let us practice from now this technique onwards from the next whatever you are going to face questions or practice, you have to apply these techniques efficiently. Okay. Thank you.